There we go. And we're live, man. There we go. We got the tribal chief. So, I mean, are you the podcast chief or the podcast thief? That's the question.
I mean, some of my friends would call me a podcast thief, that I'm stealing podcasts left and right. But for the moment, we'll just leave these sneakers on right now.
I do enjoy a good Shula Fala every now and then. You know what's really funny about that is whoever's producing the show screwed up the shot because it happened so fast. Like you had to be paying attention to Bronson to catch him doing.
Right? Yeah.
No, the second time, the one on Monday.
Oh.
I just saw it after he tsunami'd him like for the fourth time. He went after his shoe and they cut away from it so quick and it was so funny. And I was like, man, you know what? Good times. Good times are being had. What's going on, Ace?
What's up, Ace?
I wish I had a drop for you, like you have a drop whenever I pop in on your channel. But we're not there because, boy, I barely know how to turn my camera on.
We'll get there. I have sound drops. I just don't think they come in through the EV Mux. I have to rewire stuff.
Facts. I'm still learning every day.
I'll get there.
But welcome to the Island of Relevancy. It is your boy T, and we got my way more handsome co-host, Frank, in the building. He is wearing the Shula Fala, kind of the dad Shula Fala, I guess.
It's the dad Shula Fala, yeah.
Yes.
Dad Fala.
The dad Fala. And we're here to talk about wrestling, and there's a lot. There's a little bit from SmackDown, but a lot to talk about otherwise, because this was a crazy week.
This really
of
was.
Wrestling.
Really was. I'm gonna take the shoes off for a few minutes.
I didn't see any of this stuff coming. This was like a week of huge surprises, huge moments that the WWE can't take back now because there's a lot of negativity coming out of this weekend, but also a lot of positivity because a lot of good stuff happened, and we'll talk about a little bit of it all. And of course, as always, we start with SmackDown, which it started off insane.
It started off, and it was right away they went this way, and you weren't expecting it. Number one, the fact that they started off with John Cena in the ring, which they don't ever do now. Like, you don't usually get the good stuff until the end, and they decided to kick it off with John Cena in the ring. And wait, was John Cena in the ring first?
No, Cody came out.
Cody came out. But once again, Cody didn't get to talk.
No. Well, I mean, he started off for like 2 seconds. John Cena music hit. He comes out there and then proceeds to, because I didn't catch it live. I was I completely lost track of time. I think I jumped in extremely late. So I watched the rest of SmackDown. Then I caught the replay afterwards, and my mind was blown because
every time I expected something to happen in that segment, it didn't happen.
Correct.
And I mean, Cena came out and he came out with the black and the white. He came out the same, and he still looked cranky, and he still looked like he had to take a poo, and he just wasn't happy about life. Yeah. And I think the idea that they had was a really good idea at first.
Yeah.
And throughout the talking, he finally was emotional. Like, he finally got down to the emotion of what's happening. And he said that he wanted to retire with the title, and not that he wants to ruin wrestling, but because he doesn't want to be forgotten. And I'm watching it. When he said that, I was like, damn, is he swerving us? Is he baiting Cody in? Because that's all the stuff that you're going to say when you're, in the past, he's done that little bit of, oh, no, don't hurt me. And then he baits you in.
Yeah.
He said that today is going to be the day that you remember that John Cena came back to wrestling and the crowd erupted.
You know, at that point, I got nervous for the main event, right?
Same,
Because
so did I.
it made me nervous because now the crowd is distinctly going to be against Cody, right? Like no
Right.
matter how you end this.
And he said that now he did all the talking in this, right? This was he said that the people that convinced him to do what he did abandoned him, and that, you know, I sided with this guy and he left me alone. And you know, he told him that, like, this is the street fight you want. This is the street fight you're going to get. You're going to get John Cena. The only platinum rapper that you're going to see is me. Again,
Great line.
Shot. And then he gave him the line. He gave him the if you want some, come get some. And he held the belt up. And Cody said nothing this entire segment, which I think was perfect.
Yes. Because he was right when he grabbed the mic and he's about to say something, the crowd is just like they're gone. Like he lost them.
Yep.
And
so he walked over to the ring to the side where you grab the microphones and he got 2 beers. And I was waiting for it again. I was waiting for one of them to hit the other one.
Correct.
And they toasted the beers and they drank the beers.
Was not a fan of the end of that segment.
It felt and it was really rushed.
Yes, of course.
But when we get to the match, we'll understand why it was so rushed and why they did it there. But for that moment, I mean, you have the entire wrestling internet buzzing about the Cody turn.
Correct, because there is a Ruse coming, as they say. Like somebody's getting swerved, somebody's getting.
We're getting some shenanigans during the match. We're getting something to happen during the match. And after this segment ended, I could have just turned SmackDown off and been done.
You probably should have just turned SmackDown off. I mean, things happened on SmackDown. Bless you, Brian James, aka the Road Dogg. But I mean, I don't think anything else was accomplished on this SmackDown as far as, I mean, storylines will progress. We're getting ready for SmackDown, but this wasn't like a traditional go home.
No.
Like the go home show prior to your first 2-day PLE. It felt so odd the way it ended, because it just didn't feel like a go home show, right? There just was the fireworks happened so early that like if they would have saved that to the end, I think it would have saved the entire episode.
I think so too, because the only other big thing that I can see that happened, and I didn't watch the whole thing either, because I had to switch over and watch the Phillies because Johan Duran made his debut, and that's what I wanted to see. But anyway, Layeska showed up.
Yes.
Mr. Iguana and what is it? The crazy clown?
Pagano.
Psycho
That
Clown.
was Psycho Clown. Psycho Clown.
That's it. That's it. Like there was other matches and there were little interviews and there was stuff that was said, and you know, there were some Tongans and there were some Sokoas and other than that, it just kind of was a flat show.
No gas.
No.
All breaks.
All breaks. All
gas,
breaks.
All breaks. Yes. Yeah, it just wasn't it wasn't a great show, and it definitely wasn't a show that gets you hyped up for what SummerSlam was about to be.
Yeah. And I guess that pushes us right into night one, because I'll tell you what, night one and night two were a tale of 2 completely different shows.
You're 100% correct. And I don't like it because I hope that this is not a pattern.
Unfortunately, it seems like it's going to be.
Because we're definitely going to get into this 2-night conundrum a little bit later. But night one, we start off with our tribal chief, you know, the OTC, NJ Uso, who took about 10 years to get to the ring because MetLife Stadium is huge. And let's start in the upper decks. let's start all the way at the top and walk our way down.
Not only just that, but Roman's pyro misfired or didn't fire twice when it should have. There are a lot of technical glitches over the course of summer, and I don't want to pick at all of them, but that was a big one.
Yes.
Because that's your tribal chief.
Correct. And he deserves better. And I hope that person was admonished or lashed with the kendo stick at least 5 times.
Absolutely.
And they were taking on the tribal thief, Bronson Reed, with his Shula Fala and Braun Breaker in a damn great way to start off SummerSlam, because this was a fun tag match. We got to see a little bit of everything. Bronson Reed, I'm such a Bronson Reed fan because he's so damn good. He's so good at being like a despicable heel, but like an imposing. Like he's not a heel, like he's not a cowardly heel. He's just, I'm gonna beat you up. Same thing with Braun Breaker. Braun's getting a lot of character. Like he's doing a lot of different things in the ring to kind of show his personality and show a little bit more than just a guy who runs fast and spears people.
Yep.
He's taunting Roman Reigns the whole fight. Like it was a great, like I enjoyed this tag team match way more than I thought I would.
Holding Jay and looking at Roman and singing the Roman Reigns. Like his personality showing is awesome.
Yes, correct.
And I thought it was a great match, and there was some sensational storytelling done in this match.
Correct. There was.
Especially at the finish. The finish was storytelling that probably slipped by most people.
Exactly. If you haven't been following the Bloodline sagas, from 5 years now. It's been going on for a long time, especially between Jay and Roman Reigns. And Roman pushes Jay out of the way, which 2-3 years ago he don't do that. Like you're gonna take the bullet for me because I'm the tribal chief.
Yep.
And he took the bullet. He took that bronze spear, and Roman's such a great seller too. He sells it like you just killed him.
Yep.
And Jay then comes out of nowhere and super kicks Bronson, hits the spear, then goes up top, hits the Uso splash, which he popped off of Bronson like 5 feet in the air. Pretty funny. Gets the pin, and honestly, I should have expected Roman and Jay to win, but I really thought that they were going to push Bronson and Braun.
I thought that maybe Jay would take the pin, or even Roman can take a pin and still not be hurt.
Correct.
They set him up. They did a 1D.
Yes.
They did some awesome moves. Paul Heyman standing there wearing the Shula Fala was again such a great little touch. But carrying the Money in the Bank briefcase around, I still don't like the fact that they're carrying the briefcase around. I think without Seth there, carrying a briefcase around is pointless. It's Seth's briefcase. Correct. These two guys can't do anything with it.
Correct.
But
there was a spot in this match where Roman jumps over the top rope and clears those two guys and twists his body. They caught him, like they caught his legs, but still he jumped so far past them. Like he was lucky. Like it was scary how high and how far he went.
It happened on the other side, the other way. Bronson Reed did the same thing. Bronson came through the ropes and he overshot them, but Bronson landed better. I thought Roman killed himself when he landed. If he didn't tuck his head, he was done. Like he's out as it is. Well, we'll talk about that in a couple minutes.
That was a scary moment, right? Because it was impressive because he cleared it. He cleared. That was the Montez Ford leap that he did out there. And he doesn't do that often.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't done that in a long time. Mm-hmm. But this was a super way to start off the show. It got the crowd hot. And then they followed it up. Like this whole card, all the matches on night one were great matches.
And they were wrestling matches.
Yes.
Like that's it. And that was
so there was no funny business in first match. outside of your normal, like, 2-on-2 funny stuff, but there was no outside funny business. Okay. And we go to another match, right? There's always
Another
funny.
tag match.
There was another tag match right away. Judgment Day versus Alexa and Charlotte. And of course, you figure there's going to be some outside shenanigans from the Judgment Day. No.
I thought when Dom didn't come down with him, I said, okay, we're doing something different here. Because usually Dom goes out with Roxanne and Raquel.
Yep.
And I said, we're doing something different. And when I saw he didn't come out with them, I immediately thought that Alexa and Charlotte was going to win. Like that.
I thought they were going to win from the start just because you're not going to put two people together with their star power and just kind of, I know the original plan was for them to break up and have a fight at SummerSlam, but I think Charlotte pushed for this a little bit.
Better.
It was way better. And it was a great match. It really was a great match. These 4 women showed out.
They did. If you've listened to the show at all, you know how much I love Raquel and Roxanne. I think they have become the perfect women's tag team, just in their size, their cunning.
Yep.
And like Raquel compliments Roxanne so much because she's so much bigger than everybody else. And she's just, once again, big mommy cool. That's more Shawn Michaels and Diesel than I felt Liv and Raquel is, only because, well, actually, Liv has way more star power, so she would be more like HBK. But I don't know. It's just the look of Raquel and Roxanne. They have this really great look. But then you got Charlotte and Alexa, who have become a team that I didn't think I needed. Because I really, when they first started, doing little vignettes in the back together or having their little weird interactions, I was like, where's this going? It made no sense initially.
No.
Because how odd it was.
It was completely off the charts of what you would expect from them.
Correct. And that's become the thing that works with this tag team. Is they're the odd couple, right? They're so odd, and like they play off each other so well with their awkwardness around each other, as if they're not the best friends in the world, which makes it work even much. It works so much better because they're such great friends. And
they're the female version of RK Bro, except Charlotte is likable where Riddle was not. Riddle was kind of more annoying.
A lot.
And Charlotte is, because they do these, it's the little stuff that they do while they're walking to the ring and Charlotte holds her thing up in front of her and she smacks it out of the way and then she's patting her. It's those little tiny nuances, and that's real. Like, that's not like, let's script it, let's do this. That's just them in the moment because they are such good friends. And that's what makes it great.
It is the post show. They were great, crowd just hyping them up, and you could tell they're having a good time, and I love to see that. Right, I don't need Unreal to show me that they're real people, and you could tell that they're having a great time. 2 legends.
You had the one moment where Alexa just roundhouse hits Charlotte in the face, and she sold that. She went down like a ton of bricks, and you're like, okay, here it comes. And the cameraman got that angle perfectly to catch Charlotte's face when she was standing in the ring and Alexa was trying, and she was like, oh no. And Charlotte comes and boom, big boot to Raquel, Twisted Bliss, 1, 2, 3, new tag team champions, no outside interference.
I was a bit shocked when she hit that move and pinned Raquel, Raquel. I was a bit shocked. I was like, she's gonna kick out. It was like and it wasn't like it was an easy win. It wasn't like it was a quick match. I was just like, man, I didn't think they would lose, but at the same, because I really did think that, like, as the match progressed, I was like, Charlotte's gonna turn. Charlotte's gonna turn.
And again, that's good storytelling in the match, and that's what you want. Unfortunately, the next match that came up, it was the only match that really didn't live up to the rest of the card on night 1.
Correct. and we get Sammy and Karrion Cross, and I said this in our Discord chat. If you can't have a great match with Sami Zayn, then this really just might not be for you.
So
And
a couple of things. What I'm wondering is maybe Karrion knew that this was it. Like, this is it.
oh, of course.
And just kind of held back and didn't give it his all, because the match that they wrestled before was a way better match. Better than this particular match.
So I could understand that. I could understand that train of thought. But at the same time, if you know this is it and you know you're about to go on the indies, you kind of want you want to leave hot. Like, you don't want to leave on the sour note of night one, because, and this wasn't a bad match. This wasn't a terrible match, but it just was an uninteresting match. Unless
this was all part of a longer plan and Triple H does and they do get re-signed. I don't know. They got a lot of money now. Who knows?
They do. I don't see Karrion Cross as a huge player, right? And he wants to be a huge player. And I think in TNA he probably could be. I don't think he would be in AEW. There's just too many.
No,
AEW stacked. You go to NWA, you're a big fish in a small pond.
Yep.
MLW, some of the smaller promotions, and I mean, he could just hit the indies like Matt Cardona and just go out there and just make a ton of money,
right?
Have fun and just look great with your hot wife. Like,
right.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Go on some podcasts and talk. That's all.
Great talker. He has a great mind for the business. I would love to see him back taking maybe Brian James's position and doing some great things with SmackDown. He's a great mind. Like, you could tell that.
They did promote his book on the show too. So, like, I don't know. The biggest problem I had in the match was when Sammy hit his
Blue Thunder Bomb.
The one where he flips you into the turnbuckle.
Yeah.
He didn't hit it right. Cross landed on his head. Like, he didn't land into the turnbuckles the way he was supposed to. He was off.
Well, Cross,
he's a big dude, but
he's a big dude, and he lacks like that athleticism, that explosiveness, right? I feel like in that's part on Sammy, of course, because you're supposed to like, but at the same time, like, Cross is a big dude. Like, you're not just tossing Cross. Like, that's a move you do to Rey Mysterio if you're Sami Zayn. Like, you're not doing that he's not doing that to Roman Reigns. Like, and when he does, Roman knows how to help work.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
And Cross didn't help himself.
Him not turning, Sammy not turning, had me thinking, okay, we're going to get the Cody Rhodes turn. You got to have some baby faces. We're going to get the Cody. And in my back of my mind, I was like, night 2, it's going to be great. Cody's going to turn, and we're going to get the Homelander Cody that everybody's clamoring for.
Yes.
I also wasn't a big fan of the next match.
What do we have next? What is our next? Okay.
It just,
you're right.
It wasn't. It was Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the belt. And I think before this, in the weeks leading up to this, the belt was going to go to Jade. And I just don't think she hasn't shown that. See the way Naomi grabbed the ball and took it up a couple of levels? Jade hasn't, to me, taken it up those levels yet. I don't think Tiffany is the greatest champion in the world either lately. So it was kind of a toss-up for me who wins it, but it didn't look like it was a really smooth match at times.
So this is an odd match, right? In the Discord chat, there was somebody talking about, is Tiffany going to call this match?
Yep, I saw that.
The idea of Tiffany Stratton calling a match with another green wrestler, like they're young in the business. Like they like John Cena didn't start calling matches until he's 7, 8, 9, 10 years in the business. Like he's
Exactly.
not going out. Like you don't just do that. You don't just become that in 2, 3, 4 years even. Doesn't matter how many matches you have. And it showed in this match. There are two young women wrestlers who are like freak athletes. Both of them are just freakishly athletic. And they have size. And maybe 10 years from now, this main event's WrestleMania is one of the, best women's matches you'll ever see because of their size, because of their athleticism, and because of their experience, right? You'll have two grizzled veterans going at it one last time,
Yeah.
But it wasn't that night. And there are a lot of people hating on Jade. There are a lot of people hating on Tiffany too. They're still young in the business. I mean, they went out there.
Go ahead.
I said they went out there and had a solid, okay match. This is never going to be Steamboat Savage. This is never going to be that, right?
Right. Right.
And people expect that.
I didn't love the match, but I don't have hate for the match. Like I get it. There was one thing that I forgot. One thing that happened during the Alexa and Charlotte match that I clearly heard the ref. I don't know if you heard it, but I clearly heard the ref tell Alexa, tag Charlotte. That was the ref calling it. That was the ref helping that match. As far as this match, look, man, Jade is green, but when she had Tiffany down and in a pin, and Tiffany was supposed to get her leg up on the rope, and Tiffany didn't get her leg up where it needed to, Jade moved her leg up onto the rope to keep the spot. That's a good move. That's a next level thinking move that that, okay, she's going to get it. Just not right this moment. She doesn't have it yet.
Jade should not be a face though. Like that's
no,
one of these two.
Absolutely not.
Like they're just not. She's gonna cut her teeth, being a heel. Like the writing's on the wall. She's definitely gonna be a heel, and I think she's gonna flourish as that. Now, is she gonna turn to be the greatest wrestler in the next year? I mean, that remains to be seen. I don't think so. But once again, I mean, just the way people just knock these wrestlers down.
Well,
and I think it's unnecessary. Say what?
From your couch. Like, yeah, like we do too, but like, yeah.
I just don't. And there are a lot of people saying that she should have went to NXT, which I do agree with. I think she should have spent some time in NXT developing her character, because she doesn't have much of a character. She's just there. And if she's not surrounded by Bianca or Naomi, she's kind of just there, right? And we saw that in this match because she just looked a little bit lost.
Yep.
But I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. That's a big spot to be in at SummerSlam. Like, this was a big event. This was huge. Like, it felt a lot bigger than any other SummerSlam I've ever watched.
I think they're both miscast right now. They're both heels. They're both natural heels. Tiffany trying to pander to the fans is terrible. Jay doesn't pander, which is good, but she just is, she may be hot, Matt. She may be hot, but tell you what.
She's hot, but she's not Nia Jax hot, Matt.
Matt, I wore the Shula follow for you again. I put the data follow on.
Matt.
There you go.
Matt, welcome to the Island of Relevancy, Matt. We definitely appreciate you, and you almost came right in time because we're gonna get to your favorite part of night one because we're not there yet.
Now we got another tag match.
There's a lot of tag matches. There's a lot of tag matches on night one.
But again, Tiffany Jade, no shenanigans, no outside interference, just a wrestling match.
Correct.
And then we get another just a wrestling match. Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. And I'll tell you what, going into this match, I had higher expectations than most because I saw some of the videos of I'm not a big Jelly Roll fan. I can't stand his music. I'm he's not. I'm not a country guy anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm just not a fan. But goodness, aside from some very, very, very obvious situations that he's aside from some very, very obvious placing, this was a good match.
No, it was. It completely was. I mean, is Jelly Roll Bad Bunny? Once again, I said this before. Bad Bunny set the bar so high for any entertainer who comes into the wrestling ring. He really set the bar. And then Logan Paul too. I mean, Logan Paul is a freak athlete. Like this guy, there's nothing that he can't do in the wrestling ring, which is insane to me. And he proved that on Saturday. Jelly Roll just came out there, and once again, all you want to do is show the world that you put the work in, and show the business that you care to, like, because I mean, you could put anybody, you're a big star in your field and you want to come into the wrestling ring. Stephen Amell, another one. He had that match with Cody. I mean, extremely great shape, and you could tell he put the work in to make it not only look believable, but just have a solid match, right? Was it the greatest match? No. Was this the greatest match? No. But this was an entertaining match. This is a fun match, and you could tell that he put the effort in, because boy, oh boy, Logan Paul landed onto that table. Like,
let me tell you what, man. Just the fact that he took that spot and he took that move, it was such a great look, man. He wiggled himself in the position like 4 or 5 times. Okay, they definitely protected the hell out of him.
Yes.
When Logan Paul jumped on him and broke that table, I honestly, for a minute, thought he was legit hurt.
How could you not? Like, I mean, it looked insane.
It was. And as they're walking him past his wife, when his wife didn't leave the side, I was like, oh, okay, he's going to Mick Foley this.
Correct. That was when he's walking, if he can get up and walk himself, I was like, all right, I got it. I get it. Like,
and you know what? It worked. The crowd popped when he went back to the ring.
He hobbled up there. That was all great. Like, there are professionals who've been doing this for decades who don't understand that ring psychology and that ring work, that little things like that. He gets up there. Drew hits him with another just disgusting Claymore. He's so great.
So they won. Logan Paul and Drew win. And then I was reading today that Jelly pulled Triple H aside. Triple H was going to have him and Randy Orton go over.
Yeah,
and Jelly Roll said, please don't. I want to lose. Every time you bring a celebrity in and do this, you put the celebrity over. I want to lose. And again, the guy gets the business. And I may not be his biggest fan, but I enjoyed him, what he was doing, because he did. He put the work in, and it was a fun match. It was not a technical masterpiece.
Yeah, of course not.
Next match.
Great. I definitely enjoyed this match. Randy Orton, absolute legend. Drew McIntyre, absolute legend. They're going to carry you to a great match or a solid match, no matter what. And then Logan Paul, like, I can't shout from the rooftops loud enough how great Logan Paul is, because he just comes out there, he gives you everything, and he understands the business, right? He took some nasty stuff from Jelly Roll. That choke slam on the Tonight Show looked like it could have probably broke his neck, the way that table broke. And he just goes out there and he just performs, and you can hate him. I mean, he's out there to get that heat.
Yep.
But man, when that bell rings,
man, does he get that heat?
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, he's a damn good heel.
I'm gonna throw this out there. By the end of 2026, Logan Paul will be a world champion.
I can say it.
I think he's gonna be the one who Sammy takes the belt off of. I think he's gonna, like, the heat that he's gonna draw.
That could be
for that that underdog Sammy babyface,
But
like
you gotta
winning the
get
world title.
you gotta get a title to them, and maybe after this next match, there's a pathway to that because CM Punk, greatest in the world,
He's okay.
came to fight Gunther. CM Punk came out in his Fantastic Four inspired gear. Looked good.
I love the gear.
Looked good. And again, we got a wrestling match. We didn't get any outside interference during this match. We just got a wrestling match. Two men just beat the crap out of each other.
More like Gunther beat the hell out of CM Punk for 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Gunther
slapped him all over the ring.
He did. And it was fantastic. Not just because I hate CM Punk, but because Punk played, which he usually doesn't play, the plucky underdog, right? He's not the come from under babyface like a Sami Zayn, right? He's always, I'm the best in the world. Like he kind of beats you with his bravado. Like he beats you with mind games, and he comes in there and says, hey, he's a better wrestler than you, and he usually can wrestle better than most of the people he gets in the ring with, other than Gunther, because Gunther is top 3 in the world in my eyes. Like,
absolutely.
I think he's a great professional wrestler, throwback if you will.
He cut Punk's chest with he slapped that chest so hard and so often that Punk was bleeding a little from his chest.
You know what? Thanks, Bill Goldberg. Because of you, Gunther is going to chop people for real now. Like Bill Goldberg trying to undersell his chops. So I thought it was going to be harder. Like, stop.
They end up outside the ring, Gunther over the announce table, and he just comes a bloody mess, which was
that was scary because he was gushing. Like
he really was. Like he looked like Ric Flair in the 80s, bloody. Like Dusty Rhodes, bloody. He was bloody.
It's like leaking down his face. And then CM Punk beats a blind man. Thank you. Way to go, CM Punk.
Go to sleep twice. Go to sleep twice, he got him. And finally, the best in the world was the best in the world.
That moment where he won the title and he's holding it. He's on his knees and he's holding the title. That was a touching moment.
It really was.
That was a touch. I was like, man, he's like breaking down in the ring. It's almost like Michael Jordan winning that first ring and he's holding on to the NBA championship and he's just like, and he looks so just like, I did it. You know, I'm not over the hill. I'm not over the, I'm not, everything that Toxic T says about me is wrong. I am the best in the world. I'm the world heavyweight champion. And then burn it down hit. And the goosebumps in my arm just popped
I got him now. When when he came out with the crutches and he stood there to warn him, I can do this anytime. I can cash in whenever I want. And Punk was just like, yeah, I get it. CM Punk turned around, or Seth Rollins turned around to go back to his gorgeous wife hanging out in the back. And then he stopped because maybe he forgot about something. Man, let me tell you what, when he pushed them crushes away, I was all in. I was like, oh my God, here we go.
I had tears in my eyes because I was so happy that CM Punk was about to get screwed out of his world heavyweight champion.
CM Punk was champion for less time than Drew McIntyre was.
Yes. Drew McIntyre gave a great backstage promo after SummerSlam talking about karma about CM Punk.
Seth Rollins ran down to that ring after unsnapping that brace, and he did the smart thing. He didn't cash it right in. He beat that ass with that briefcase. He did the daylights out of him with that briefcase. Then he said, now I'm going to cash it in.
Then the stomp, 1, 2, 3, the ruse of the century, and the greatest photo. I'm going to get that photo framed. And I'm going to have that. That's going to be behind me. I'm going to move the Rocky poster, or move the Rocky painting, and I'm gonna have that Seth Rollins painting behind me because that was just an iconic moment.
It was. It was. And then like it wasn't the brilliance of this move and the fact that so many people were involved in this ruse.
Yes.
He was on Rich Eisen.
Yes. Rich Eisen's great, by the way.
I watched that today.
Yes.
Yes, Matt. The visionary won the belt. He was on Seth. He was on Rich Eisen. He had his wife taking pictures of him on the crutches. He had Triple H even said it after the show. Seth Rollins is playing chess while the rest of the roster's playing checkers. But we're going to have a talk about his medical team sending in false information to us.
Oh, that was cute. But Paul, we're going to talk about you later.
Everything that happened at the end of SummerSlam was wonderful.
It was.
And you got wrestling matches all night long. And Triple H said, if you thought that was something, you ain't seen nothing yet.
He said, if you're tired of wrestling, we're going to give you night 2, because on night 2, you ain't getting much wrestling. You're just going to get a lot of fighting. It's going to be a lot of fighting.
I have a fun list, but the list can't come until after night 2.
Okay, fantastic. So night 2 didn't start off with shenanigans because we got a great triple threat to start off night 2.
I thought we were in the driver's seat to another awesome night.
Naomi, Io Scott, Rhea Ripley, man.
Do you realize that Naomi really was the only one on both nights to have a special entrance?
Really?
Nobody in night 1 had any kind of a special entrance just to walking down. At night 2, Sean McRae is the guitarist that played Naomi down to the stage. That's her dad. How awesome was that, right?
As a dad of a daughter, if my daughter ever went, like, if I could just be next to her, like, that's awesome. He walked down with her playing the guitar. You could tell, you could look in her face. The thing about Naomi is funny because she's playing this crazy, insane heel, but there are moments like during the match, like before the match, she's pointing at her dad and you could just see the pride in her face, right? I'm so happy I got this moment. Then in the post show, she does the thing where she doesn't look at Big E. I don't know if you ever watched the post show when she's on. She never looks at Big E because she knows she's gonna break.
Okay.
Like she like because she's living a dream right now. People like her. She's like one of the oldest tenured women on the roster. It's her, Natalya, and that's really it, right? Nikki Bella took a long time off. But like Natalya's not in that spot. Like to think you're in that spot 10 years later as a woman, right? And other than Charlotte, not named Charlotte Flair. And Charlotte was after her. She was on the main roster way before Charlotte even became a thought. But I mean, she's just having so much fun. And this match was incredible. Like these three women.
This match was almost as good as the spread that we had at Matt's pool. We had a spread. We had ribs. We had burgers and dogs. We had chicken, I think. We had dips and sides and there was maybe 10 or 15 people there. And we had the TV out by the pool and we had just to take away from wrestling for a second. It was a really great day with a lot of fun people and people that I don't always get to hang out and see. And we had a hell of a great time. I sat on a unicorn float half the day. It was wonderful.
It's awesome.
A big ass unicorn, dude. It's wonderful.
That is awesome. I sat in my office, just waiting with bated breath for how the main event was going to go. But this first match, kind of it was worth it. Like this first match said once again, either you're the opener or the closer on these big PLEs, and to go out there and open it the way they did, they got the crowd hot, right? God. They got the crowd right. The right person won. I thought Naomi looked phenomenal in this match. Like she did a lot of the heavy lifting because she was just beating people's ass for the most of the match.
Yep.
Rhea Io, they're still telling this story. And the question becomes, and I'm gonna throw this question to you: when is too long for a storyline to go on? We got CM Punk and Seth Rollins about to do it again. We got Io Sky and Rhea Ripley about to go into. I feel like this is like year 2 of this I can't beat Io thing. And when is it too long?
It depends on how the story progresses. Like what did we get? We had an Andrade Carmelo story that lasted 7 matches?
Yes, that was
spread out. That was a little long for them. But I mean, eventually either Rhea's going to beat her or they're going to move away from each other. Right? Those are the only 2 possible outcomes. Maybe we get a cage or something, a cell, a cage, something like that. I could see the 2 of them in a Hell in a Cell as a final chapter closing.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Match. That'd be that might be it's just great.
Yes.
I don't know. You can't run them too much longer because I get what you're doing. You're keeping Rhea in the title picture, but away from the belt because your end game is giving Rhea the belt again and putting her on a run. And right now, Naomi deserves her run. She deserves, I think, at least a Survivor Series, maybe a little further out.
For sure. Stephanie Velcro, whatever she calls her, she cannot beat her in Paris. That would really upset me if she beat her in Paris.
No, but it'll be a good match.
Oh, of course.
It's too early for Stephanie to have that belt. I think they see Tiffany with the belt and they realize it's too early, even though I think Stephanie's a lot more seasoned than Tiffany.
Yeah.
I think that you can run Rhea and Io out to the end of the year. And then you can kind of keep them in the same orbit. They don't have to wrestle each other all the time, but keep them in the same orbit. Anything longer than that, I think, is too much.
Great answer. Because I was thinking Royal Rumble at the latest, right? Because it runs the risk of, one, you don't want to turn the crowd on either one of these 2 women, but after a while, it stops working. The magic goes away, and they have what they have right now is magic. And the next match, which is a great segue into a magical match of tables, ladders, and chairs. This match was insane. Every tag team on SmackDown was there, and so was Candice LeRae. Did you watch the post show of DIY?
No.
So, oh my gosh, they did. You have to go and watch the video of Ciampa, Gargano, and Candice LeRae getting interviewed, I think, by Kathy Kelly at the end of a SummerSlam night 2.
Oh, I'll definitely watch it.
And Gargano, he has an ice pack on his throat because I guess he took either a chair or something to his throat. He's like, I can't even speak anymore. I have a hard time. And Ciampa's yelling at him to talk the whole time. It's insane. It's so funny. It's so dumb. And Candice LeRae is just there. She's just, I'm glad she's alive.
Yeah.
She took
a hell of a bump. And she took it wrong.
Yes.
She landed on her side. This was a fun match.
Yes.
They managed to work in Nikki Cross, B-Fab, and Candice into a little bit of the match, which was a nice little thing.
Correct.
There was so much going on that I don't even think the cameraman picked everything up.
No, he couldn't. Like Rey Fenix, the frog splash through the table outside, the Spanish fly through the table. I think Dawkins definitely walked with a limp after that, as he should, because he took a hellified bump from Axiom. What else do we have? We had Ciampa and Gargano going through the tables off the ladder at the end. Candice LeRae's crazy bumping in the thumbs up, like.
You had the Street Profits throwing somebody into a ladder, missing him, running outside the ring, resetting the spot, and throwing him into the ladder again. It was great. Yeah. It was smooth though.
Yes, I mean, you only get one shot, right? and they took every shot. The Ciampa, the dive. Nathan Frazier tried to spear Ciampa from the. He's holding on to the belt, and
Yo,
that's so hard to do. I don't
listen. I can't do a pull up, let alone hanging 10 feet, 20 feet in the air, and then pulling myself up and then upside down. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I can't do, like I said, I can't do one pull up, let alone what that man did.
That was so awesome.
Human.
Yes, that was such an awesome spot. I love this match.
It was fun.
Was I a fan that the Wyatts won? No. But was I mad that they won? No. No. Great. A team won. The match was over. It was carnage. Everyone came out looking better, right? Everyone came out. Everybody had a spot. Everyone got their stuff in, as they say.
Go lay down. Go lay down. My dog. And then we get the next match.
And is the next, wait a second. I'm trying to catch up. Ladies and gentlemen, there are people who love this match. There are people who had a great time with this match. I am not one of those people.
I tapped out during the match.
When
I slipped out of this match like I was wearing a pair of cuffs.
So that didn't lose me. That's the crazy thing, is that didn't lose me, because I know stuff like that happens.
I get it. I know.
What lost me was Becky picking up that huge wrench and beating Lyra in her ribs with it. When she got the toolbox, I was like, okay, this is Jon Moxley. Like, that is a Jon Moxley thing. They started the toolbox thing when AEW started the toolbox thing.
Right.
And it's annoying. Like, that was an MJF CM Punk thing, and everybody started using toolboxes. And this match just didn't do it for me. And they had such better wrestling matches before, but because there was no DQ, they were trying to take it up a notch. And I just didn't like the notch that they took it up to, other than Lyra coming out of nowhere and leg dropping her through that table. That was an awesome spot.
That was an awesome spot. Becky's new music is great.
It's grown on me already. I like it.
It's by a local punk band called the Wonder Years. Go Birds.
Everybody knew that, and I was like, "How do y'all know that already?"
I didn't know that. Matt knew that. Matt likes them. I like them because they're from Philadelphia. So Go Birds.
Now I must hate them, but go ahead.
Now this match is better than the next match by far.
So the best thing about this match, I'll be totally honest, was Bayley coming out in that red.
Good God,
that was perhaps the greatest thing that came out of this match, was her coming down in red leather pants.
Thank you, Pamela.
Yes, thank you. And the next match, okay.
Just so we know, Becky Lynch beat Lyra to retain the belt, meaning that for the duration of the time that Becky holds this belt, Lyra cannot challenge for it. So I know where Lyra's going next.
Where is Lyra going next?
Lyra's definitely going to go fight Bayley.
So she is, but then Lyra's then going to help Bayley beat Becky so she then can get another title shot.
I like it a lot.
Then she stays in the Bayley vortex, as she said. And
yes,
Lyra, I know you watch us because I say that all the time.
Yep.
Get out of the LWO vortex.
Thank you, Lyra.
Cool.
Thank you.
I know. I got it. I got it. Yeah, exactly. We're here.
Give us a subscribe and a follow. We appreciate you.
Yes. Or tag on Twitter. Maybe I need to post a Twitter handle here so she can know where to tag us, but go ahead.
We'll get to the podcast part of this
eventually. So we get Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu in the steel cage.
I had such high hopes for this match.
You know what? When Solo came out and Solo was like serious and he's like in the pyro, both of them have great interests, by the way. Mm-hmm. And they come out and he's just serious and he's like, I'm about to dog walk your ass, Jacob. And I was like, okay, this might be a hard hitting, like one of those old school Ric Flair, Dusty Rhodes steel cage matches where somebody might get painted red. No, this was like the most by the numbers steel cage match. Let me throw you into the cage. Let me throw you into the cage. Oh, I'm a Samoan, so I have a hard head. So I no sell the cage because I have a hard head. But then when I headbutt somebody who's also Samoan, my head is harder because I'm more Samoan. Like, I don't understand the headbutting thing. How sometimes it hurts, sometimes it don't. Tall Tongan came out there. He handcuffed the man to the top of the cage. The producer completely blew that shot and didn't catch him breaking out of the cuffs.
Nope. I was like, what in the Houdini just happened?
Yes.
Is that because Jacob spent some time in the clink and he just knew how to like get out? Nope. Apparently he just ripped it off.
That would have been better if he like picked the lock. That would have actually been awesome.
That'd have been great.
That would have, but no, he just broke because it's a gimmick. Come on, we watch some real guys. We know it's not real. We know those are not real handcuffs.
Yes.
Just like zip tie, like anybody could break out of zip ties if you really try. But no,
I don't
guys, let's not do. Let's move on from Solo and Jacob, guys. I think it's time.
We have to. And you know what else? Like, so Solo wins. Jimmy comes down to make the save after the MFTs interfere. And every time Jimmy comes down to make a save, he eats a Tonga boot.
Because he's by himself against three other big Hawaiian / Samoans.
At that moment, I was waiting for somebody to come down. Like, give me somebody. Nope, we ain't get nobody.
Nah.
And so you have back-to-back gimmick matches. And at the best part of the match, after Solo got out, he does do a splash from the top of the cage to the tall Loa and JC. And that was a cool spot. But why didn't you do that spot during the match? Like, after the match, it's like...
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I was kind of losing faith in night 2.
So was I.
I really was.
I think part of the problem was they put all the gimmick matches on one night. And you got to kind of space them out because now you have one more gimmick match left for the night, right? Is it one more gimmick match?
No, that was the last.
No, you have the street fight as the main event.
Yeah.
Which you just had. You had a tables, ladders, and chairs match. You had a no DQ match. You then had a steel cage match. And you get the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all match. And then you get another gimmick match. So we have special entrance again.
Loved AJ's entrance. I loved it. Loved it. He came out there with his kid who had the blonde hair looking like a young Dominic Mysterio. Yep. Great nod to Eddie Guerrero.
His gear was a nod to Eddie. He did move sets nodded to Eddie. I mean, the two of them put on a hell of a damn good match, I think.
I thought so too. I mean, it's AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio. The fact that I'm saying this AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio shows how much work Dom has put in. He's been in the business for 20 years, so he's not a rookie. Like he's a veteran. He's a 20-year veteran who's been doing this for a long time. And they put on a great match. I thought it would, like, I honestly wanted shenanigans in this match.
I expected shenanigans in this match.
And there was some, but it was just all all in service of Eddie Guerrero, which I always appreciate, right?
There was no outside interference. There was no Judgment Day. There was no one coming down to the ring. This was another wrestling match that basically stole the finish from WrestleMania 20. And I loved it. I loved it. Dominic unzips the boot.
I would say the great part is you didn't see it on camera, right?
No.
Like they replayed it and then you saw it, but like it wasn't because like when him and Kurt fought, like you saw him doing the boot in the ring.
The double spot with the chair was freaking brilliant.
Yes.
because Dom grabs the chair, Dom slams it into the ground and throws it to AJ, and you're like, oh, okay, this is cool. And then AJ opens the chair up, puts it on his neck, and falls to the ground. It was a great spot.
Great spot. Like, and the crowd just ate it up. Like the crowd loves Dom. Like every PLE, he gets nothing. He comes out to boos as always. He always comes out people booing, but like at the end of the match, everybody's cheering for Dom, right? Like that's become part of his thing.
Dom's going to get major heat back when Liv comes back and Dom doesn't go with her and stays with Roxanne.
Oh, of course.
That's going to get Dom the heat back that he needs. But the finish to this match, Dom baited him in. Dom baited him into that move, which again, ring psychology.
Yep.
Put the WWE Unreal aside. Ring psychology.
Correct. Great finish. Dom gets out of the calf crusher because AJ takes his boot with him. Then Dom just hits him, like he hits him with the boot. Frog splash, 1, 2, 3.
Done.
Dom, the greatest Intercontinental Champion, the greatest luchador of all time, Dominic Mysterio, still your Intercontinental Champion.
Yes, sir. And it was
now
awful.
It was. This was, other than I would say the triple threat, I would say this is one of the more entertaining matches of night 2. And then we get to the main event. And before we get to the main event, I was terrified.
A word from our sponsor? Oh, not yet.
I was terrified that this match was going to be bad. I was terrified. I was like, man.
Listening. From the start of this heel run, he's had some okay matches.
At best.
And that's it. And you kind of looked and you saw, wow, age has caught up with John. And this is what we're going to get on the way out.
And I was okay with that. I really was. Like he's earned the right. Like
he has. So I didn't have high expectations for John wrestling. Cody's music hits, and Cody comes out with the cool mask. And I really, honest to God, I got heel vibes. Like maybe because I was projecting it that's what I was thinking I was going to see. So I got heel vibes from Cody coming down to the ring. Okay. I don't remember if he stopped and he did the crowd thing that he normally does, but I know that he came down to the ring and was ready to wrestle.
Yes.
And then John Cena's music hits and we get the black and white. And I was like, okay, we're back. And then out of freaking nowhere, the bright lights hit and the brand new graphic.
The Fruity Pebbles John Cena was back. Here we go.
It like popped the stadium in a way that you hadn't heard in 2 nights.
Huge pop.
He came out with that look of like, finally. Like I think he was enjoying the heel thing, but this felt like him. And he looked at Stu and he's like, you got to run left in you. And I had chills.
Man, he said time to go to work, and I'll be totally honest, I got choked up. I was like, man, this is it, man. This is John Cena. This is big match John. You got more one time to, man. Great moment. Like we've been there. We've been there through the whole ride, right? Since I got Ruthless Aggression, and these guys put on a hell of a match. This was it.
John Cena wrestled.
Yes.
John Cena got to actually have fun and wrestle a match. It wasn't like you didn't just get the typical 5 moves of doom. You didn't get this move to this move to this move to this move. They beat the shit out of each other.
Yes. I want to say the last time I remember John Cena having this good of a match was against AJ Styles. They had a good match at the Rumble. I mean, like a great match. Like one of John Cena's, like, I'm going to show you guys that I can wrestle with your favorite wrestler. And that's what he did on Sunday. I'm going to show you guys that I can wrestle with your favorite wrestler. And he hit the, I call it pop rocks, but it's like that flipping power bomb.
Destroyer thing.
Yes. He got up and he had this huge smile on his face. He looked at the crowd like, hey, I
do
can
this.
do this. like, yes. Like I can
I
do
think the best spot of that match was coming up from the stage with Cena over his shoulders. That was such a freaking awesome spot.
Yes.
These men battled in the ring and held nothing back with weapons and whatever they could, and they were throwing each other into the steps, and Cody ripped the bottom turnbuckle off and is hitting him with the bottom turnbuckle, and I'm thinking the whole time, this is it. This is heel shit. This isn't just a street fight. Now, this is some heel shit. Cody's going to turn.
Correct. I thought that, but at the same time, it felt so wrong though.
It did.
Like it didn't feel like it had a place in what was going down as just a great match.
Right. These two men put one of the best matches of the year together.
Correct. They did. I was John Cena walking him after he hit him with the attitude adjustment outside after coming up to Cody Vader. He walks him down to the ring and I was like, hey man, you got it. Cause that's not easy to do.
Nope.
Like that's a long ramp to walk with another grown man on your shoulders.
Yep.
And he put him in there and he took that breath. And I was like, man, go get you a sip of water, buddy. Cause you earned it. You earned it.
It was a hell of a finish with what? A Cody cutter, a crossroads, a Cody cutter. Like it's just, they kept kicking out of each other's finishers, but it was really, really well done.
Yes.
And finally we get to the end and Cody pins him. And I was totally shocked that Cody pinned him.
You kept asking the question, what's John Cena going to do without the title, right?
Well,
and that was a great question because I didn't think he needed the title during this retirement run. And it works so well as a heel, but as a face, I don't think it works as well. Like, so putting the title on Cody makes sense if he's going face. And I started typing in the chat after Cody won. And when Cody got out of the ring, I said, man, okay, there's no way we're just giving John Cena a runway. I know we want to give him a standing ovation, but that's not the way WWE does business, right?
No, but they shook hands and hugged. And you had Hogan pass to The Rock at WrestleMania. I forget which WrestleMania it was.
17?
17.
I think it was 17.
The Rock passed to Cena. Cena passed to Cody. That could have been his final match, and I would have been extremely satisfied.
Oh, for sure. Yes, if that was his last match.
But John's in the ring, soaking it up, kisses the ring, and is just flat out exhausted. And John turns and John gets ready to leave. I'm going to tell you now, I marked out.
I think I was about to get up to do something else, and Brock's music hit. And I'll be totally honest, it didn't even register who it was initially. I was like, Batista? What? Like, for some reason, I don't know why my brain went to Batista, because initially I thought The Rock. I thought if Final Boss music was going to hit, The Rock was going to come out here and give him do some weird like thing. Oh, I'm going to, let's end you or whatever.
So glad it wasn't The Rock.
Me too, but at the same time.
See, I don't have a problem with this because I like the history between the two of them. First of all, I don't like the fact that the stage was so plain, okay? But it didn't have a SummerSlam feel to it. You got to decorate the stage for SummerSlam. But that big screen, when Brock's music hit and the graphic came up, it looked awesome.
The big screen is like Everybody said that huge screen is awesome. I
It
love
was great. But
I
give me
love
some
that
palm
too.
trees. Give me a SummerSlam theme. You know what I mean? Give me
It's
some
New York,
decoration on
and
the stage.
New York don't have New Jersey don't have summers. New Jersey
That's
is
right.
the armpit
Correct
of
yourself.
America. Like
Correct yourself. That wasn't New York. That was New Jersey.
no, it's New Jersey, the armpit of America. They don't have summers there. They don't-
That the way that crowd popped for Brock Lesnar, you're not going to hear that sound in that stadium again until next year. Okay?
Unless Beyonce does a concert there
Unless
or
somebody
something.
does a concert, or maybe, you know, when the Eagles go up to play and the Eagles take over Giant Stadium, you're going to hear a pop. Okay? Just because it's going to be all Eagles fans. The Giants aren't getting that pop at all.
No, not at all.
So Brock Lesnar coming out, we all popped at the pool. We just were like, oh my God. I was ecstatic. And Brock comes down. And Brock comes around the ring. Yo. How old is Brock Lesnar?
Probably 50 now. Maybe.
Let me see how old Brock Lesnar is. Hang on.
47.
Brock Lesnar's 48 years old.
Oh wow.
The shape that man is in.
Brock Lesnar's not human. Come on, let's stop acting like this guy's like he's not human. He like when I say freak of nature or freak athletes, he is a genetic freak.
Yes, sir.
He is the definition of a genetic freak. He
gets in the ring. John goes to hit him. He ducks it. F5, leaves.
As he should.
I'm okay with this. Now, we find out after this that this was all John Cena. John Cena wanted Brock Lesnar back to face
it though, because John Cena came out and said something a little contrary. But okay.
But now before we move on, there's video, and I posted it in our Discord, of John Cena walking up the ramp. Brock left. John stayed in the ring and selling for a few minutes, climbed out of the ring, gets to the bottom of the ramp, and John's music hit. And he looked at the camera and he went like this. And he goes, I want to hear them one more time. And the music stopped. And the thank you, Cena chants. And that got me. That touched me.
That was a great moment.
It was a great moment. He just wanted to hear the crowd, not his music. And I loved it.
Everything about that match, everything about the aftermath of the match was phenomenal. Right? I'm not the biggest Brock Lesnar fan. I'm just not.
Fair enough.
But at the same time, I do understand the significance of this match for John Cena at the end of his career. I'll be totally honest. I was like, every part of me wish it was Edge.
I would love for them to be able to get Edge to come back.
God,
before the end of it.
That's where my heart was. It was like, man, just one more time.
I wonder. I don't think they'll let it happen.
No, of course not.
But that would be the hell of a freaking door to open for the two companies.
They wouldn't. They hate each other. There is real hatred there.
That's like Superman coming over to Marvel to fight someone.
Yes.
That's exactly what that is.
That is my dream final match for John Cena.
I would love
the Edge.
Now, before I do the list thing and we do the Raw thing real fast, I posted something in the Discord the other day about what I saw was a possible final 4 matches for John.
Yes.
Right? So we have Clash in Paris, Cena versus Lesnar. That's a given.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We know.
Yeah.
The next match that they have, because John's taking a nice chunk of time off, and then he'll be there for Crown Jewel, and this thing had him fighting Dominic for the Intercontinental belt, which he's never won. Right? You put the Intercontinental belt on him, take him to Survivor Series with the Intercontinental belt, okay? And the team up that this thing has is a little weird. It's Cena, Punk, Orton, AJ, and Roman, which is, again, that's a weird group, against Seth, Bronson, Braun, Gunther, and Brock Lesnar.
I don't like that at all.
I don't like that matchup. The only way I like Brock Lesnar involved is if Paul Heyman called him to come back, or he's back because The Rock said. That's the only way I want to see The Rock interject into this. And then they have his last match, Cena versus Gunther. And they have Kurt Angle as a special guest referee, but I don't think Kurt Angle can move around as much to be a referee.
Kurt Angle was tied to a.
You might have to go back to Perk Angle to get him to be able to move around like that to referee a match.
Well, yeah, he's tied to the Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff's wrestling promotion, so I don't think they would use him.
But I like the Brock, and I like the Dominic angle.
I love that, actually.
I personally think his final match should be against somebody like Braun Breaker. But I think Braun coming off the ropes and hitting Cena might kill his Hollywood career too.
I mean, like, now that you mentioned Dominic, man, I would like to see Dominic have his last match with him, man. Like,
but I want John to win the Intercontinental belt. Maybe you have Dom wrestle him as the last one, as his last match, and drop the belt to Dom. Drop the belt back to Dom. That gives Dom an amazing rub.
Man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, you gave the rub to Solo Sikoa. You could give the rub to Dominic Mysterio, who's earned it. Like, like he has earned anything that, you know, nothing's given to this kid. I think he's earned everything he's got.
I agree. Now, real fast, I'm going to do this list that I found. Okay.
I can't wait to hear this.
I haven't looked at this list yet. This list was just posted today. This is ranking Seth Rollins injury ruse, Brock Lesnar returning among the most shocking WWE moments of, I think this is all of the last 10 years. So this is the most shocking moments of WWE's last 10 years. Okay.
I'm with you.
At number 10, Damian Priest cashing in at WrestleMania 40.
Okay. I mean,
okay. Yeah, I like it. I was there for that. It was great to watch.
Man, it must have smelled in that place, man. Like,
it smelled like championships. It smelled like a Super Bowl. That's what it smelled like. At number 9, he's here. Extreme Rules 2022. Bray Wyatt returns after being released in 2021. On October 2nd, on October 8th, 2022, at Extreme Rules as part of the culmination of that's when the closing of the PLE,
with the door. Yeah, the door.
That was
great.
Awesome.
That was a great moment. That was awesome.
Number 8, this is a moment that is near and dear to your heart. WrestleMania 33. The Hardy Boys return.
That wasn't much of a shock. Everybody knew they were coming back for that, but that was pretty. It was pretty good.
Matt,
great pop.
Matt, you need to go home.
Man, when did that happen? Did I miss that?
Number 7. Number 7. This is the ruse of the century. Seth Rollins at SummerSlam 2025 is at number 7. I
mean, I got to see what's below it.
I would put that top 3 right now, but we got to see what's below it. At number 6, this gave me I got a little choked up. Royal Rumble 2020, Edge. Yeah. That was a great moment.
Yes, that was awesome.
That deserves it
for sure.
Number 5. 2016, the prodigal son comes home. Shane McMahon came back on Raw.
Terrible. That's
doesn't go above Seth Rollins. Doesn't go above Edge.
Doesn't go above Bray.
Hardys. Yeah, doesn't go above the Hardys.
Yeah, that's number 10 is Shane coming back.
Number 4, Brock Lesnar's return at SummerSlam 2025. It's shocking if you want to look at it in pure shocking.
Shock value. Yes,
Still better than Shane.
Everything's better than Shane, but Go ahead.
Number 3, Cody Rhodes returns to the WWE at WrestleMania 38.
You know, I think it's only shocking now because honestly, I was nervous because I thought he was gonna like just come back and people were like, "Oh, it's
Oh,
Cody."
Stardust.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah. Like I really thought that was gonna happen. Like, oh, it's Cody. Am I supposed to be excited about this? You know, but
number
hey,
2 is John Cena's heel turn. It was
yeah,
shocking.
yeah, definitely shocking. Yeah,
Kind of deflated after that.
touche.
And okay, number 1, you ain't gonna be happy with it. Hell freezes over. Survivor Series 2023. The camera's pulling back. The credits start to roll, and out comes the greatest in the world.
That was a shock. I never thought. I honestly never thought I would see CM Punk in the WWE ring
Neither did
again.
I agree with that as a shock
Yeah,
at 1.
for sure.
Cena at 2, absolutely. I see. I would put Brock maybe over Cody and then Cody. I don't know.
I mean, Brock was a shock because honestly, just
Nobody.
like Punk, I never thought I would see Brock in the WWE. I thought they would induct him in the Hall of Fame like 10 years from now, and then
Right.
that would
Now,
be it.
there's rumors online, and of course, this is just rumors. There's nothing to substantiate this, and I really, really hope that this isn't true. Since Brock came back, that cracks the door open for another character to come back. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I don't think there's any way in any realm of possibility that the Mr. McMahon character can come back ever, ever, ever. I know in wrestling you learn to never say never, but I don't think that there's any. I think that's people just trying to get clicks and views.
Correct.
At this point. That you can't.
Especially after the news of them having this $1.6 billion deal with ESPN and Disney. So yeah, he will. That would be number 1 if he ever just showed back up. And I mean, wrestling fans are wrestling fans. If No Chance pop on if they were in Raw and No Chance came on, wrestling fans would pop because that's just what we do when people's music, hits. But I don't. He'll never show back up.
Raw was okay.
It was an episode of wrestling TV. It was. I think so. Seth comes out, of course. LA Knight comes out, and in no world do I think LA Knight's gonna beat Seth for the title. And I feel kind of bad for LA Knight because he always seems to be like 2 rungs down from the guy who's on top. Like right now, Seth is so hot. Like if LA Knight would have won last night, that would have made absolutely no sense. But unless Punk came out there and just like cost him the title, but then them fighting without the title just makes no sense because now it just makes too long, as they would say. Like them fighting without the title now, just they should never ever fight again if the title's not on the line.
I agree.
But yeah, like LA Knight comes out. Bronson coming out with the shoes, great.
I love it.
The only highlight to me of Monday Night Raw, there were 2 highlights.
Mm-hmm.
Becky Lynch comes out there.
My goodness.
The man has come around to the Barclays.
Yo.
And Nikki Bella comes out, which is an odd pairing in itself, right? And
well, that's her next feud.
Yes.
Obviously.
Nikki comes out and Nikki starts running and Becky says something about her hot husband.
So Nikki told her that she was a disappointment and that she's a liar just like her husband. And now go ahead.
And she said, "Don't you ever talk about my hot husband. We are the hottest wrestling couple. We're the greatest wrestling couple of all time. And that could have been you, except for..."
And then the crowd just went, oh, because there was a line that Becky decided that she was going to pole vault over the line.
Because when I saw the hand, it said because you can't see him. That was a, and like Nikki broke because it was just like, you got me. Like, what can I say behind that, right? Like, they should have just ended it right there.
Look, props to Nikki for letting that happen, okay? Because you got to know that's definitely she knew that was coming ahead of time.
Oh, for sure. And this is the Charlotte.
Nikki for being able to do that. Good God, was that a great promo? And that's Becky needed that because the promos with Lyra were like getting to be like snore fests.
So speaking of promos with Lyra had an incident backstage with Bayley, and that was a fiery like Lyra needs that. She needs someone to be there. Like, it has to be personal with her for it to be believable. The Becky Stompers thing damn near ruined everything that they worked for. Mm-hmm. And her with Bayley, hey, I don't want nothing to do with you. That was fire. That was passion. And I loved that backstage segment between her and Bayley. But yeah, back to Becky. That was a mic drop moment. And
that was the highlight of the night up to that point, because there was a couple of matches that were just like, these matches don't make any sense.
Once again, now we did have a New Day sighting with my man Xavier Woods with the biggest hat that I think I've ever seen in my life.
The hat is ridiculous. If you have not seen the hat, please Google the New Day and their hat, because my goodness.
The man is wearing a huge hat with just no shirt and suspenders, and he's like super baby oiled up. Like, Xavier was in great shape, right? But he's just like, what are you doing? Like, what? Got on leather pants, a damn suspenders, and this huge hat with like tassels around it.
It was great. It was great. You said there were two good moments on Raw, right? So the Becky was the first. What was the second?
So the second was the end, right? We get LA Knight, Seth Rollins for the title. Of course, we know it's going to end in shenanigans. Like, there's no finish on earth where this match doesn't end in shenanigans. Seth has LA Knight dead to rights outside the ring. Out of nowhere, CM Punk jumps from the crowd, jumps on Seth Rollins. Match gets thrown out.
Because the camera guy wasn't over here looking at it. He was focused here.
Correct. Great moment.
Yes.
Because like CM Punk comes, you see him like climbing the little barricade to get up there. And I was like, what is going on? At first it looked like a bad camera shot. Yeah. But it was a great camera shot.
Yep.
Seth and CM Punk get into it. And of course, Bronson and Braun Breaker coming in, they start cleaning the house. And then the OTC's music hit. And I was like, what is happening right now? They were walking
back up the ramp, and the credits started to pop up in the bottom corner telling you that the show was over. And I was like, oh, all right. Well, that's oh shit.
Yeah. I thought to myself, I was like, they're lingering on him really long. Like, is he about to walk back? Like, but then I didn't expect Roman for some, even though they keep saying his name. They kept saying his name, so foreshadowing. But he comes out, he starts cleaning house, and then they said, hey, it's a lot of us, and it's only a few of you. So now we're just gonna beat you guys up, and they just wrecked him. Bronson hit. Yeah, poor Roman.
Oh,
he got speared. Yeah. He gets speared. He gets stomped. He gets 3 tsunamis. And then Bronson takes his shoes again.
First of all, Roman got the I'm going to film a movie, get out of jail doctor's note. I'm going to film a movie, doctor's note. I'll be gone for 3 months. I'll see you for Survivor Series. He got that, right?
Correct.
Maybe he's there next week. I don't remember what his schedule was. I think he might be there next week, and then I think he's going off. But I can't see him coming back after that. So now Bronson has 2 pair of the Tribal Chief shoes.
Love it.
Now, did you see the video of after Roman and CM Punk were walking back?
No.
So CM Punk and Roman are walking back, and there's a bunch of people between the two of them. And CM Punk looks over at him and yells at him, "If you were ever on time, it would be great." And Roman Reigns basically cursed at him and told him, "I don't have to save your ass ever," or something like that. But it was really funny. It was really funny. There was no. It was just great. I love the end. I love the shenanigans at the end. And they're just making the two of them look so dominant right now. And that's Bronson and Braun.
Yes. Yes. Love the faction. They finally got a name. They're called the Vision. So, I mean, there's that. I still think they need one more member.
I agree.
And as I said that, poor Austin Theory. Apparently he's been taken off of the roster page.
He's off the active roster right now, so I don't know what's going on with him.
I mean, hopefully he is injured. Hopefully they're just repackaging him, kind of like get him out of the limelight for a little while. Let's forget about him, and then he comes back in 5 or 6 months, and you know, he's a face. He gets to beat up Grayson Waller, who's awful with the New Day. I'm not a big fan.
Neither am I.
But yeah, like Austin Theory has so much potential. He's still young. I don't even think he's like 26 years old yet. Like, I think he's still, he's definitely younger than 30. He might be 27, maybe 28 at the most. So he has so many years ahead of him.
He does.
So hopefully he rests up, recuperates, and he's back and can get himself into some type of picture. Whether it be the mid card, I don't see him as a main event player probably for another 5, 6, 7 years. But I think he could be. I really do think he could be. He's an awesome dude. Everything that I've seen of him, like outside of wrestling wise, he just seems like to be a really good guy, right? Like a really good dude. So I really hope the best for him. But boy, oh boy. So we talked about SmackDown, Raw. We had a list of shocking moments. And this morning, the world woke up to a shocking moment, right? So ESPN.
6 o'clock in the morning, this news dropped.
Yes. ESPN has, like, because yesterday I kept seeing on my news feed about them buying Red Zone, and they own the NFL Network now, or they have the rights to the NFL Network and Red Zone.
So Disney bought it. Disney took 10% of Disney for the NFL deal.
Yeah. And I kept thinking, like, what does that mean to me? Like, how can I now see the Red Zone? Is that going to impact my cable? Like, because I have Spectrum, which is not local cable company, but
I've heard of it.
Yeah, like a regional thing, I guess. So I was like, where does that put me? And then this morning, the big news hits that WWE has now been the PLE rights. So apparently with the PLE rights, now we're going to get 2 night Rumbles, 2 night SummerSlam, 2 night Survivor Series, 2 night WrestleMania. And I think there's one more. 2
night Money in the Bank.
2 night Money in the Bank. So 5 PLEs, which is insane.
It is.
And the ESPN model is this a direct to consumer DTC model of $30 a month. And there was a lot of confusion on, do you have to pay for the PLEs on top of the $30? But then I was listening to Ariel Helwani, who is phenomenal, by the way. I love Ariel Helwani. He is like one of the true wrestling journalists out there. And he kind of broke it down. Like, if you have cable, like if you have a cable service, like I have ESPN through my cable service,
right,
you won't have to actually pay the $30 to watch it, which is very confusing because they didn't break any of that down.
No, and Kenny posted something a little while ago about that too. That I'm glad you said that. That basically, if you have it through your cable provider like Comcast, DirecTV, Hulu Plus Live TV, YouTube TV, stuff like that, I'm assuming Spectrum might be in part of that. And you will get the PLEs for free without having to pay the $30. There's a group chat I'm in with a bunch of my friends that love wrestling that don't bother to watch our podcast because they suck. They were talking about it, and the one guy has kids and they love wrestling, and he's like, I feels like a slap in the face. And I hadn't seen Kenny's post, and I agreed with him. This all sounded like a slap in the face. This is a $1.6 billion deal for TKO. This is insane.
So, like, everybody's blaming TKO. Everybody's blaming, they're pointing fingers at who. The writing's kind of been on the wall. The writing's always on the wall. Everything's about money, right? The WWE, we got Slim Jim tables. We got advertisements in the ring, which would have never happened 15, 20 years ago for a variety of reasons. But I mean, they don't care. If they could, like, I'm afraid they're going to go back to actually charging for PLEs.
I look at this in two ways. So there's a lot of moving parts that are happening here, because on top of this, the Hulu app is going away next year. So if you want to watch your Hulu live TV, you have to go through Disney Plus. Disney is funneling everybody into their app that has not been doing well. So
yeah, I get it.
On one hand, this is great for the wrestling universe, for people that like wrestling. This puts so many more eyes on wrestling. ESPN is a world-known name. It's a huge. You're constantly comparing WrestleMania to the Super Bowl. ESPN's all football. This means baseball's done on ESPN. They're not going to pay attention to between the football and WWE. Baseball's already moving on. Hockey, the NHL's involved with ESPN. I don't know what that means for them. Basketball is now all wrapped up in ESPN. Also, ESPN is creating a monopoly on the sports, right? So on the one hand, this is a good thing for eyes on the product. On the other hand, we don't know what the app looks like yet. We don't know how it's going to affect us. Like now we're just getting news now. This news is only 12 hours, 13 hours old, right?
Correct.
Does 5 2-night PLEs now mean that there's going to be less normal PLEs during the year? Are you going to cut out some of your other PLEs to make? Because right now we've been talking about it, you and I, a lot, how we're butting up against each other. Like there's no time to build stories.
Correct.
You're going from a PLE to a PLE to a Saturday Night Main Event to a PLE, and it's all so fast.
So they on Ariel Helwani's show, they also talked about some of those PLEs, some of the smaller PLEs are going to be broadcast on the network, on ESPN proper.
I know that SmackDown is staying on the Peacock app until like 2029. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, now what happens to all the old content? Like all the old content still isn't on Netflix yet. So you can go back and watch old content on Peacock, but is that content going to leave Peacock once they move the PLEs to ESPN? What's going to happen to all those old PLEs?
So that's that. From what I read, that's not part of the deal.
Right.
So
where's that?
That's a question. That is a good question.
I miss the WWE network, to be honest.
Correct.
I really do.
Correct. I thought that was probably that was a time, boy, because I loved the WWE. $10 a month?
It was nothing.
You get every PLE, you get every Raw, you get all of the old stuff. And it was all very easy to access. Like once it went to Peacock, it became very convoluted. It became very hard to access, very hard to get to the stuff you wanted to see.
Not only that, but when they went to Peacock, one of the biggest complaints I had is, well, if I'm running a little late and I'm coming over to Matt's house to watch something, you can't rewind. Like you could rewind the live
yeah.
shows on the WWE network. You could go back.
Correct.
You can't do that. You have to pause it. Now, if I
Yeah.
pause it, I can't look in the Discord chat for however long till I catch up. That's a minor inconvenience. But my point is you can't go back and start it over. You have to run it out.
Yeah, that UI.
It's horrible.
Well, I mean, it's not. I don't think it's built for us. like,
No.
like I don't think anything they're doing really is built for the fans' convenience. It's built to how can I maximize my money by minimizing overhead of creating something new, like keeping the WWE network running. How can I make more money? Because I don't want to charge them more money for WWE network because then they're going to be upset at us. But if we go to Peacock, like then we can, like that's saying
And
I'm
there's like
giving you something new, right?
there's like 2 or 3 tiers of Peacock, and I have Peacock because of the WWE, and I'm also watching Scrubs right now. I'm going back through Scrubs is like just to kind of, I'm bored. I want to watch something quick. I can watch a 20-minute episode of Scrubs. I don't need that anymore now. Like the PLEs are gone at the end of this year. I'm getting rid of Peacock. I don't need to pay that little bit of money a month.
Touche.
But like I said, it's a good and a bad thing. It's a good thing because it gets more eyes on the product, but it's a bad thing because right now we don't know how it's going to work. And
So-
we don't know what's going to get taken away. Like again, the smaller PLEs, are we going to lose some of those? Because now you might have to build better stories.
But I don't think, no, see, I think
They
you're
won't.
looking at this. I would say you're looking at that from the wrong lens. They don't care about building better stories.
They don't,
Like
unfortunately.
if Saudi says, hey, I need you guys here in December because I need John Cena one more time, they're going to throw so much money at them. Like, it's not even about less PLEs. I think we're going to get more PLEs. Like,
Well, that's what I'm afraid of. There's a big thing going around now that 2027 WrestleMania is going to be in Saudi Arabia.
That is highly possible.
Where's the post that I saw really fast?
Because I mean, the Royal Rumble's already going to be there. So, I mean,
Hold on, I gotta find this. Here we go. There are rumors WWE have now agreed to holding WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia. A Saudi Arabian sports promoter, I cannot even begin to pronounce this 6-part name that this gentleman has. He tweeted, "A huge entertainment. I just signed for 2027." So,
I mean, they already have Saudi show like that. They're already contracted, I think.
but a
to do
WrestleMania
2.
over there is, and one of my friends was like, "Well, that just seals the deal. Is there'll never be another WrestleMania in Philly?" And I said, "You're not getting a WrestleMania in Philadelphia now, ever again, unless they get a dome stadium here." They've already said they don't want to do WrestleManias in April in the northeast part of the country because of the weather. So unpredictable.
Correct.
It's either raining or cold in April. It's one or the other.
Correct. This is all correct, which makes sense to me, right? It
I
does.
agree with that. Even though Philadelphia was a great and wonderful host and Super Bowl champion stadium that they were in, and the crowd showed out. Go Birds! It was an awesome atmosphere here at Go Birds in Philly.
I just thought night one, I felt the cold, and I wasn't there.
Same.
Like, I felt it. I was like, man, it looks miserable. Like everybody looked miserable.
Yep. I layered up for night 2. I layered up.
And night 2, the weather seemed to have broken. So
It was a little bit better.
It was a lot better. Yeah.
But like I said, it's a good and a bad thing what they're doing. And I don't think we have all the information yet
Correct.
on how this is all going to be laid out.
And I think they really need to jump. I think they need to get ahead of this because this is a really weird time for the WWE because of all of the there's a lot of ill will towards the WWE because of the Brock Lesnar coming back. And then this news hits and it's like, man, like it all just seems so machine-like and everybody's blaming TKO, but like you don't blame a snake for, being a snake. It's that's like the whole purpose of companies is to make money. How are you going to make money? Ad revenue, partnership deals, all of those things. like when people are upset that they might do a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, they're going to pay them an absorbent amount of money to get a WrestleMania there. It's going to happen. It might not happen next year, but it's going to happen in the next 5 years. I can guarantee it. Like they're going to pay them so much money that you can't just scoff at it.
Yep.
And they don't care. They don't care how you feel about it. I'm about to get 200 billion, like, $1 billion to host a WrestleMania in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. They will throw that money out like it's toilet paper. Like they don't care. And the WWE is going to take it like, hey, I'm lining my pockets. I don't care about your fan. I don't care if y'all got to watch it at 2 a.m. Like I don't care if it's live at 5 a.m. in the morning. Like we're getting $1 billion from Saudi Arabia to host the WrestleMania here. It sucks.
It is because it is. It's going to be a 3 a.m. WrestleMania for me.
But then the people overseas are like, hey, we have to deal with this all the time, right? So
that's not my problem.
Typical American. See, that's
not my problem.
You're right. You're 100% right. So, I mean, they're gonna make money, and I mean, you're gonna either be a fan, like Nick Khan says, people are gonna be happy to pay that $30.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Roman Reigns went on. Oh, this is such a great opportunity. It is for them, right? Mm-hmm. It is a great opportunity. Hopefully, that means the product now becomes even better produced, or become like hopefully we see the money go somewhere to maybe re-sign Karrion Kross. Who knows, right? You got it. You don't have to let people go because of budget cuts. Like exactly. Now, you hire Dakota Kai back. Come on, bring Dakota Kai back.
We'll see.
No, they won't. But I'm just saying, like all of the things all of these hardships that you say you have, we're still gonna have a Black Monday. Or a Black Friday. They're still gonna fire tons of wrestlers at the end of this year. Like
yes, they are.
That's the nature of the beast. And they'll say we're cutting them because right, we got to make room for new superstars. Unfortunately, that's business, folks. Like I'm not taking it personal. Am I going to be happy to wake up at 5 a.m. to watch WrestleMania live? Nope, because I'm not going to do it. I'll just catch it when I wake up. Like like any of those Saudi Arabia shows, if they come on early hey, I'll catch it when I can. Like
basically, yeah, that's pretty much how I'm going to end up having to do it because I'm not getting up at 5 on a Saturday to do that.
Yeah, because the Royal Rumble will be the exact same. Like they're going to have the Royal Rumble, and it's going to be early in the afternoon. It might be like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning. I'm not waking up to watch wrestling at that time.
Hell no.
I mean, I'll wake up, but that's time to spend with my kids, like, and do family things.
Well, I don't spend time with my kids, but my son is 22 years old. I spend time with him.
Yeah, I mean, hey, watching wrestling with your kids at 9 a.m., that sounds like such a great idea.
He don't like it.
Says no one. Said no one.
He don't like it.
But yeah, I mean, this is a very peculiar time for the WWE, and I think now is the time, instead of like limiting transparency like they did when they shut off the press conferences. I think they need to get out in front of it, right, and politician this up.
Yep.
And not send Roman Reigns out there, because Roman Reigns sounded like a drone, bigging up the ESPN stuff. And I mean, that's what he's supposed to do. But like, I need Triple H. Honestly, I need him to go talk to Ariel Helwani so he can ask him some questions. And
I would like to hear that. Don't go talk to Jonathan Coachman, because I think he's just a jealous man.
Oh, no. I used to love the coach until I've heard him speak in the last few months. And don't talk to Meltzer, because Meltzer gave all these reports, and why would you talk to him? But I think having to sit down with Ariel Helwani, either Nick Khan or Triple H, and have him ask real journalistic questions, and just give us some transparency on what this ESPN partnership is going to look like. And it's not going to be this week. It might, because I don't even think they know what the partnership's going to look like at this point. Like, because it's
I agree.
the ink is not even dry on a contract, right? So give it a week or two, and then come out and talk about Brock, because I don't think he's going to show up on WWE TV.
I do. I think he'll show up only when John Cena's there, maybe. And I think John Cena's got very limited dates coming.
Cena will be on Friday. He'll be at SmackDown on Friday, but I don't see Brock being there. He might. I mean, anything's possible.
It's true.
But I just really think that they need to be transparent on what's going on, because there are a lot of people. There's a lot of discourse right now. And after this weekend, that should be the last thing. Like, we shouldn't be, having this type of discourse after such a great weekend, because I thought it was a great weekend of wrestling. I get the Brock. Oh, goodness. Excuse me. I get the Brock thing. I do understand the Brock thing, right? But the Brock was a business call. I think they're a little tone deaf on it, but I mean, he's a draw, right? Yep. We're going to get him and Cena one more time. That's a draw. It's a box office draw, says them.
I think it's a good thing, but we'll see.
Well, we will. But I just think they really need to get out and not spin it, but actually give us some truths. Some truths.
Yep.
But I think we've beat this WWE ESPN thing to death. We've talked about Brock. We've been going for about almost 2 hours.
Yes, we have.
And I haven't slandered CM Punk enough, but next week I'll do better. I will do better. Just for you and Matt. And I will have Nia Jax news, because Nia Jax was on NXT this week. And we're going to bring Nia Jax talk back to this podcast, back to this live stream, because I love Nia Jax. And I know Matt does too. He's just denying it. He does. But thank y'all so much. Of course, the Ace for popping in, Matt for always coming in and holding it down with us every Wednesday night. We'll be back next Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, unless Frank is playing in the Stanley Cup Finals of his hockey league.
So. We got one game right now. We're in the finals on the one team I have left playing for the summer so far, and that starts tomorrow night, game 1 of 3. Or is it just the best of 1? I'm not sure yet. They're still arguing over that.
Okay. Well, either way, we'll be here next Wednesday, and we'll catch y'all next time on the Island of Relevancy. And just whatever you do, don't get your shoes taken this week, guys.
Yes.
All the listeners, just keep your shoes on. Don't let Bronson anywhere around you or anybody else snaking on your shoes.
I agree.